And here's your lineup for 1600 Buggy. Ryan Mottinger is actually a scratch. He was involved in a crash yesterday. Ryan's fine. I talked to him, but said the car is pretty much toast. He was in pretty good spirits about it, all things considered. Taylor Roloff will be on the inside then of row one. Then it's Bruce Fraley, driving John Fitzgerald's car. Colin Byer, Tyler Tizzle-Weans, Colin Schultz, Kyle Cox, Connor Schultz, who already has a world championship locked up this weekend. Donald Reitzel, Travis Trelstad, Ben Alcox, Sean Springstrow, Jake Shillman, Robbie Resch, Kendra Hayward, Trevor Shunk, Jeff Paczynski, Jared Wesnick. Seafelt had a bad day yesterday. He's got to start on the outside of row two. And Jacob Anderson will start 19th with Carson Smith starting in the 20th spot. There is Roloff. Like I said, he's got some more ground to make up in that points chase on Seafeld. He's got to find 17 points somewhere.
Yeah, you're going to have to hope to get some luck on your side. You've seen Kendra Hayward in the field as well, starting 15th. She had to run home and get parts and get a new motor, a new transmission. They had a bad first round, so they're looking to bounce back. There's Kendra in that 315 pink car. As this is going to be some kind of showdown, Shane. Last race of the year.
We already saw
classes.
Yeah, we already saw an awesome buggy race for the light buggies. You just look up and down the amount of talent in this field. It's going to be another good one as Faye is about to slide that board from red to yellow.
Well, Crandon, get on your feet. They're going to be heading into Forest County Potawatomi turn number one in a few moments. There it is. The green flag flies. They're underway.
Handful of cars all about dead even as they head for turn one. Roloff's got to jump on the inside.
Look at Reitzel, though, going the long way around. They're going to be 5 wide.
Man, that is scary in open wheel cars. Reitzel ripping the lip through turn one. Everybody able to settle in. It looks like a clean start all the way to turn two. It's like Cox and Trelstad were banging Nerf bars a little bit. Those two are teammates. They pit together.
Yeah, it's Championship Saturday. I don't care if it's your teammate, your brother, your family member. You want to get out front. Here they dive into the gravel pit for the first time.
All right, so here's the intrigue in that points battle. Roloff out front. I know it's just the start of this race, but Roloff out front. Seafelt stuck deep in the field in traffic.
Yeah, he's got a long way to go. Here we go. Roloff holding on to that lead. Oh, gets a little help there.
Yeah, that was Colin Byer. We're not used to seeing Byer run up front, but he might take over this race lead.
Boy, Byer goes to the inside. He's leading this 1600 single buggy race.
Roloff right now has to be furious that Byer got into him a little bit. Like I said, Byer's only a part-time driver.
Look at Travis Trelstad trying to dip into the top 5.
Here comes Connor Schultz as well with a great run. Look at the drive by Schultz.
Wow, he just powered by those two cars. Roloff trying to follow him through the door.
That's Bruce Fraley there in that third spot. Fraley trying to duck down to the inside and get back around Schultz. And man, Roloff just caught another shot from another driver.
Man, Bruce Fraley trying to make that car as wide as possible. They're heading back towards Forest County Potawatomi turn number 1. Byer just holding down that throttle as far as it can go.
Like I said, Colin Byer has been a part-time racer the last 2 years. 0 career podium finishes, and he finds himself out front in the World Championship round.
Well, Schultz is already starting to run that high line through the gravel pit. He knows how to carry all that momentum. Got a couple guys going really, really wide. You see,
yeah, I think Mike Seafelt just about went off the track in the gravel pit. We'll have to check in on how many spots he lost. Oh, Byer's going to leave the door open. Byer's going to have a good drive, though. This is unbelievable. Colin Byer, 0 career podiums. Connor Schultz, a 5-time off-road world champion, is stuck behind him in second.
Man, here we go. More passing going on. That's Roloff going down another spot.
Yeah, Roloff's having a rough go of it here early on, and here's your battle for the lead. Connor Schultz set up on the inside as they go into Cowboy Corner.
Yeah, if you're Byer, you got to go back to the bottom. You got to fight for this.
Byer trying to stay in it here. Not going to work. Connor Schultz takes over the lead, trying to win his second World Championship of the day. He doubled down in World Championships in 2023 as well.
Man, he's looking to go back to back. Going through turn number 1, bonsaiing off these front 2 doubles. Watch how hard they hit off this. There's Byer still digging deep, trying to hunt down our leader. I'm giving him confidence and a lot of props, man. He is not going anywhere. He is definitely looking smooth, and what better way is just to figure it out right behind the best of the business.
Yeah, this is awesome stuff right now from Colin Byer. He comes out of Watertown, South Dakota. Used to be a competitive drifter. Fell in love with the idea of going off-road racing, went out and bought himself a 1600 car, and here he is battling for a world championship in his second season.
Uh-oh, look at, we have issues with Seefeld. He's falling off the pace with that left front.
Oh, man.
It's right on the rim.
Remember, he is the points leader when this race started. Fortunately, most of these corners are left-hand turns. We'll see if he tries to time out when the halfway point will be, and I think it'll be the next time around.
Yeah, I think you got to go in now. You got to really just get there so your crew can change that tire. He's going to have to start from the back of the pack. Oh,
Whoa.
Big contact again.
Yeah, that's it. Alcock's way out almost into that dirt berm. He's able to gather it back up.
Man, they're playing for keeps out here this afternoon in each and every class we've called so far.
Elbows up. Here comes Haas Reitzel now trying to move up around Seefeld. We'll see, is this where Seefeld makes a right turn and heads for the hot pit lane? Yes, he does. So Seefeld on his way to get that tire change. Oh, in trouble on the front straightaway. Connor Schultz off the pace, and Colin Byer now back out front in this one.
Man, Byer looking for his first career victory, his first career podium. Schultz, he's out of this one. Tough break. He was dominating once again.
So Schultz is not going to go 2 for 2 in World Championship races here at the Big House this year. Look at the lead for Colin Byer, and now it is Fraley in second. Connor Schultz was able to get back going, but lost a few spots. Excuse me, Fraley in fourth, Connor Schultz running in fifth. As we come to the halfway point, I think Connor might be having an issue with transmission. It's really hard to tell. How about this, at the halfway point, Colin Byer out in front, looking for career win number 1. And he is going to get to bring us back to green on World Championship Saturday.
Well, you got to give him all the credit in the world just to be hunting down Schultz, putting that pressure on, right? Making him run that car as hard as he can, and then you put him into maybe a break, something that went on, and that's all it took.
Do you remember what happened yesterday to Connor Schultz? Broke that shock early in the race, still kept pushing the pace, won the race with that busted shock. We wondered, how much stress does that put on everything else? We might have just found out.
Oh, yeah, absolutely. We're going to take another look at what went on here. As Schultz, yeah, he's already out of the gas going into Forest County, Potawatomi, turn number 1.
So big trouble for Schultz. Meanwhile, Seefeld is back out on the racetrack. Seefeld's just now going past the finish line. He's going to go past his rival, Connor Schultz. Seefeld, fresh rubber on that left front. Now let's check in. Seefeld would be in 18th position. Roloff currently sitting third here at halfway. That would be 47 for Roloff. 18th, I believe, is 15 points earned by Seefeld. That would still be enough for Seefeld. So today's rounds would be one of them that gets flushed where he sits right now. But
4 points only.
Roloff can still find a couple points. And who knows what could happen for Seefeld. It's still out there for Roloff. It could still happen for him.
Yeah, if you're Roloff, you have to win this race. You're right there. You have to do anything in your power to win it. Now you see Schultz climbing around again. But we're ready to go back to the green flag.
And if you're a Seefeld fan, keep your eyes on him because he is going to be charging through the slower cars in this field. He knows he's got to push his way back forward in the second half.
Yeah, he has to get in the top 10 just to make himself feel a little bit more comfortable. If anybody can do it, it's him. As Beyer going to lead him to the restart. Here we go. Trelstad gets on a line right away, Shane.
Yeah, we'll see if Trelstad got enough of a jump. Beyer's going to move down on him a little bit. Beyer slams the door.
Well, it's going to be a drag race down this long straightaway.
Roloff able to hold on to third on this restart.
Watch Bruce Fraley. He's trying that outside. He's trying to run the top line, but lost a little bit of ground right there. He's going to try to split him.
Yeah, almost lost the spot there to Robbie Resch. Meanwhile, Trelstad set up outside of Colin Beyer as they go into Calamity Corner. Already Seefeld able to move up, I think, 3 more spots.
Oh, we had a car getting all crossed up in Calamity Corner. Losing a couple more. That might have been Trelstad. This ain't over yet, Shane.
I'm hesitant to risk the announcer's curse on Beyer, but this is awesome to see him running out front. This would be a big upset.
That's why I've been careful of what I said about the top 2 guys. You want them to be healthy right down to the end. We've seen so many great finishes already this afternoon.
Roloff staying with a strong pace in that third spot. Oh, it's a drag race down the starting line straight away. Beyer's going to be on the inside as they come back into turn 1. Trelstad starting to go to work a little bit more. It'll be 2 laps to go next time at the finish line.
Well, Shane, this is where you really start putting it together. That long sweeper. You know he got that drive. Hopefully your leader will make that little bobble go into the gravel pit if you're Travis Trelstad. If you're Beyer, you just got to keep doing your thing. Keep hitting your marks. So much speed. There's Taylor Roloff in that 3:19, about 1.2 seconds behind our leaders. There they are right in front of us. The time clock is definitely going away. There should be 2 laps to go this next time by.
Beyer just holding on for dear life right now. Trelstad throwing the kitchen sink at him. You see a lot of dust out there on the racetrack. Track's starting to dry out. It's going to get a little bit more slippery as this race winds to its end. Robbie Resch in the 4th spot. Fraley in 5th. Jake Schillman up into the top 6. Seefeld now up into the 12th spot.
That's got to be helping him out a lot, though, right now, Shane.
Yeah, that would still be enough for Seefeld to bring home this championship. Again, anything out of my mouth is unofficial. We wait for Nolan to make sure that what we're telling you is correct. Seefeld trying to find his path through the dust here and keep moving forward.
Yeah, I don't think he's going to push it too heavily here. He wants to finish this race. He can't afford a DNF right now.
Well, 1.5 laps left in this one. There is Seefeld just now at the top of turn 1 as our leaders over by the skyboxes. There is Colin Beyer still with that 3 or 4 car length gap over Travis Trelstad.
Look at Trelstad going really wide. I like to see that. You're going to get that drive out like we said all day long.
Got a nice run here. You might be able to get a wheel to the inside on Beyer. Beyer's going to have to drive in a little deep and give him that space.
Yeah, that's where you just don't lift on entry. You got to outbrake one another. You don't want to go too wide.
1 lap to go. World Championship on the line here for 1600. Beyer able to push back in front.
Look at Travis Trelstad. He's right there on the back bumper. 3-wheeling it like a sprint car through the Cowboy cutoff section. Heading back to one of the fastest straightaways on the circuit.
This is a big opportunity here for Trelstad. He can just outbrake Beyer a little bit. You see 2 very different lines. Beyer trying to run the bottom. Trelstad came in way wide to carry that momentum, but he's still going to be stuck on the back bumper of Beyer as they come down the Walker Evans starting line straightaway.
One more final time for these two. Beyer and Trelstead rush not within striking distance of our leader. They're going to head over the front two doubles. Trelstead's really going to have to drive hard in the gravel
pit. You can tell
pit.
he is just by these hard landings. Trelstead is using up every bit of suspension, every bit of power that car has right now, trying to get a run off the high side past the skyboxes. Trelstead going way wide, trying the cushion. He's going to have a nice run.
He's going to have that run, but Beyer really protected that bottom side. If you're Beyer, stay by that K-rail. Coast around that bottom. Make him do it the long way around.
Well, that's what Trelstad's going to try. He's up on the cushion. Checkered flag is in hand. It's going to be close. And Colin Beyer, career win number 1, and it's a world championship.
Man, taking two big things out of Crandon. Getting that ring, getting your first career win here at the big house. Man, what more could you ask for?
Oh, he is going to be absolutely pumped. There is Michael Seefeld. We'll see where he lands in this one. Seefeld able to make it across in 12th, and unofficially I'd have Seefeld as the champion when it's all said and done. There's your unofficial results. How about Colin Beyer? Second year racing off-road, first career podium, first career win. And it comes here on World Championship Saturday. There's got to be no better feeling than that. We'll take a short break and get the story from the top 3 right after this. Don't go anywhere. We're AMSOIL Championship Off-Road presented by Brunt.